After a one-year hiatus, the Greenbrier Classic is officially back. Norman Seawright is live at White Sulphur Springs covering the Greenbrier Classic tournament. He joins us now live for more. Norm?
Yeah, I think we were worried a little bit about the weather coming through and making this a bit of a rough day, but so far so good. It's been very sunny, very clear. We had huge crowds come through here. I'm on the 9th hole right now. We can't show you anything happening on the course. But Phil Mickelson and Bubba Watson and Daniel Lee came through here not too long ago, and there was just a gigantic crowd following them. So it's kind of like business as usual. Everyone's back out here enjoying this golf tournament. We even got a young lady out here selling lemonade next to us here. And we'll talk more about that later on today. So with all these golfers out here on this course, we're in the second wave of golfers coming through the course today. And they'll be coming off one by one doing interviews as they finish. So we'll have that for you later on tonight in 13 Sports Zone. But for now, it's nice and sunny. We're going to continue enjoying this weather and enjoying this golf tournament. For 13 News, I'm Norman Seawright, working for you in White Sulphur Springs at the Greenbrier. Back to you.
Norm, thanks. Next tonight, Top Trending, where you choose the top stories, your clicks.
All right, Spencer, thanks a lot. Speaking of White Sulphur Springs, after a one-year hiatus, the Greenbrier Classic is officially back. Norman Seawright is live in White Sulphur Springs covering the tournament for us tonight. He joins us now with more. Norman.
Golfers of the second wave is trickling on through here. I'm standing at the 9th hole, and right next door we have a young lady I'd like to introduce you to. We have Miss Addison, and you've been giving away lemonade. Tell me about that.
Well, we've been giving lemonade for free, and over there is where I've been sitting, and we've gotten some tips, and we're going to give that to West Virginia Strong.
That's awesome. How'd you come up with that idea?
Well, we were just thinking about the golfers, and we wanted to make sure that that everyone who was watching them were like, okay. And we also handed out some cookies, also grapes, and
all sorts of baked goods, all that stuff to make everybody feel good. Yeah?
Yep.
That's awesome. So you give this stuff to everybody, you give it away to help benefit West Virginia Strong. You're giving those tips to them, and I mean, that's awesome. What have people been saying to you?
They've been giving me lots of compliments. They've been saying, I'll give you a compliment, like by tipping you, because to help West Virginia Strong.
Right. So you've been out here all week, and you're going to keep going at it as long as you can, right?
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's Miss Addison. West Virginians doing amazing things here at the Greenbrier Classic, while we've got some professional golfers having some fun out here on the course. That's all from us here in White Sulphur Springs. For West Virginia Tonight, I'm Norman Seawright.
All right, Norman, thanks a lot. We've got more coverage of the Greenbrier Classic, including some fun things to do other than golf. That's next.
Norman Seawright is live in White Sulphur Springs covering the tournament for us, and he joins us live now for more. Norm.
Drew, we were talking about some of those guys that were coming through here. I got to speak a little bit more quietly because there are still golfers on the course. I'm at the 9th hole right now. Earlier on today, we saw Phil Mickelson come through with Bubba Watson and Daniel Lee. So all these guys coming through here drew a pretty huge crowd out here, including a young lady out here who's donating some lemonade for West Virginia Strong. So as you said, these guys are starting to come through here. This is the second wave of golfers that's heading into the clubhouse from now. And we're going to run over to the media center and get some interviews with them for later on tonight. But Dave, as you said, Davis Love III came through pretty early today, and here's what he had to say about the course today.
Everything went right today. I didn't make every putt, but I hit a lot of really solid putts and hit a lot of greens, a lot of fairways and greens.
As we said, we'll be following this tournament today and tomorrow. It's the first round, and these guys are already trying to make the cut for later on to Saturday and Sunday. For 13 Sports Zone, Norman Seawright, White Sulphur Springs. Drew, back to you.
Norm, thanks.
Well, round two is wrapping up, and joining us now is WOWK sports reporter Norman Seawright with more on the course and the players that are out there right now. So, Norman, what are the players that everybody's looking at?
Right now, it's Sebastian Munoz. I mean, this guy kind of came out of nowhere, and he's already on top of the leaderboard, just burning them up. He had a hot start yesterday, ending up at 9 under. Today, he's at 12 under. And before he got on the course, he was asked about what his plan was for today. Listen to him.
I really haven't even had time to think about it. I mean, I guess I'll just keep it one shot at a time. It's going to be really tough, but that's what we're going to try to do.
Yeah.
Well, so who's been the sleepers in this event, Norman? Who's catching up to him?
Well, honestly, Munoz has been the sleeper, and now that he's established himself right out there in the front like that, we do have Ben Martin and Davis Love III right behind him at 9 under par. So the cutoff is projected to be around 1 under. So we'll have a little ways to go yet before we find out exactly who has made the cut.
Norman, what's it been like for the players to be on this brand new course considering what happened last year?
It's kind of like getting used to it all over again. Some of the guys are really kind of missing shots that you would think they would be accustomed to making. So it's a lot of getting used to the course all over again. And it's, of course, a fun challenge for the guys on the course and a lot of fun for the spectators as well.
Absolutely. Norman, thank you so much for those reports and your insight into what's happening. I'm sure the final rounds are going to get really exciting out here in White Sulphur Springs.